Ferguson here with Bittersweet Herbal Remedies, and today I was going to talk to you about spearmint. Spearmint's scientific name is called Mentha spicata, and I kind of like that name. It sounds a little bit Italian. The plant's origin was the Mediterranean region, so it kind of helps me to remember this name. It was on the Pilgrim's list of foods that they brought over on the Mayflower from England. The spearmint has pointy shaped leaves, like on this one. And you can see it's kind of pointy. The sides of the leaf are toothed, and it's also furry on the front and back. The stems are square, like all of the mints, and it has a lot of aromatic oils, essential oils in it. They grow to about 2 feet in height, and they, at my house, they grow well both in the sun and the shade. So there is no difference. A lot of people do not like spearmint because they consider them to be highly invasive, and they grow in runners, kind of like this one. This from here down was the part that was growing underneath the earth, and they will grow and then they will send up shoots. The good thing about spearmint, and why I like to have it grown around my house, is because it is repellent to both mice and ants, and we do have that problem here in central Arkansas. Of course, a lot of other places do too. That's a typical American pest. But mice absolutely do not like spearmint, and there was an article on the botanical.com site under their spearmint category or their mint category that said that if you had like a plate of food and you put spearmint next to it, the mice would not even eat the food, even though the spearmint wasn't inside of it. It just had to be next to it or around it, and the mice, completely didn't want anything to do with it. Another good thing that I like about spearmint is that it's non-toxic. It is safe for kids, it is safe for pets, it's safe for even cats. So spearmint for medicinal properties, which is what I'm interested in being an herbalist, is that it has carminative effects, meaning that it dispels gas bubbles. So it's excellent to use in things like indigestion, also colic. It has antispasmodic properties, so any kind of muscle spasming, like restless legs or even anxiety, that's kind of something that involves the muscular system. Spearmint is able to help with that and help take care of that. It has high levels of magnesium and high levels of iron. It has been used as an antiseptic for sore throats. It has analgesic properties and is used in headaches and toothaches. It is also antifungal, so it can be used in thrush, which is a fungus or yeast infection of the mouth, as well as candida anywhere on the body, on the outside of the body, and also on the inside of the body if you drink it as a tea. When I prepare it, I don't use any kind of heat because it has a lot of volatile oils in there. And so if I was going to lay this outside to dry, I wouldn't put it in the sun. I would let it dry. Usually I'll lay them out on a plate in the shade. If I was going to use a food dehydrator like this one, I would lay them on my tray, and I would be careful not to bruise the leaves because that would also help or allow some of the oils to escape as well. And then the food dehydrators that I buy, they have a temperature control knob there, and I would definitely dehydrate my spearmint on the lowest temperature possible, just to try and keep in those oils, and it also helps keep in enzymes as well. Enzymes are very important in herbal medicine too. So spearmint can be used in teas, they can be used in capsules, they can be used in oxymels, as well as tinctures. If I was going to make a tea out of my spearmint, I would take 2 tablespoons worth of the fresh herb, and I would take a pair of scissors and kind of cut it up and put it in my strainer. I have a strainer in my teapot. If I was going to use the dried herb, I would use 1 tablespoon of the dried herb, and then I would pour my boiling water over the top of that and put a lid on it to try and keep some of the oils in the fluid, and I would let it steep for about 3 to 5 minutes, and then I would drink that. I could add stevia or lemon or cinnamon, or just be creative as you can. Nothing will interfere with the medicinal properties of your spearmint tea. If you're in the central Arkansas area and want to learn more about things like spearmint and other herbs, just stop by my office. My office hours are posted online at www.meadowsweetherbal.com, and I can show you how to grow and use your own herbs that you might plant yourself, or maybe some herbs that just maybe growing around wild that you didn't know was there. For Meadow Sweet Herbal Remedies, I'm Chris Ferguson, and here's to your health.